Good morning and welcome back to the channel. We are going to be getting into Elite Series 90. There's also Elite Series 91 that has been leaked. We're going to give our full in-depth ideas to where they're going to go with this. Some brand new Figgy leaks and a lot more. So if you guys are stopping by for the first time, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and I say we get straight into it, you guys, because Painmaker Figs, he's coming back with the return of the full series. We're going to see Mustafa Ali, Big Boss Man, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, first time on the line, Bronson Reed. Reckoning you can almost apply that for that as well. Because if you guys do recall Mia Yim, she was already in the basic line. Or one thing you could do, right? You could inner swap it, you do a little head swap. Interchangeable parts are always welcome. I want to talk about Randy Orton and the one gear that I would say just about every Orton fan was talking about when WrestleMania had landed. He had the bright white gear. You know, Mac decals, he brought it up to par. Mattel is thinking about it. I know they were considering it. Steve Auser did mention something about this specific gear, so I really hope that it does fall right here with Elite Series 90. Now, as far as Mustafa Ali, we've seen two different alternate versions. We saw him in the regular version, which was the yellow, or if you ended up picking up the chase, you could have gotten the red. Ideally, I think these are going to be more iconic in the figure line. They're going to stand out more in the figure display. If they end up doing like their updated version, it's going to take away a little bit from it, but we'll talk a little bit more as we get further in. Now, Mia Yim Series 113 was brought into play, and this is what I'm saying, dude. If you want to do unmask, if you want to find out as to what was going down when Predator decided to unmask, we ain't talking about the actual neckline. I am talking about the mask being very reminiscent to a lot of those characters, but you know what? We ain't judging. One thing that we will say is that this is kind of the ideal. I hope they take it because we've already seen the easy way, man. Mattel is notorious. So like, oh, okay, you want updated gear? I'm just going to go ahead and black out the fig. We're going to keep the budget low. Get out of here, man. Get back into it. Start developing with the rest of the squad. Even though their days were numbered out the gate, I would still love to see this displayed just the way that you're kind of seeing it right there. Get all the gears, not this, because if you do end up doing this, we're going to definitely have some serious issues. Big Boss Man, we've seen two alternate. You can either have him Attitude, which was based off the later days, or since he is going to be the chase, they could easily bring back something from the golden era, bring that bright blue. I'm sure most of you would disagree. I mean, like, why are you going to give me a re-release? Well, when this figure is doing as well as it's doing in the second market, that's the only reason why I'm throwing that out there. If he's going to be the chase. Obviously, if you want an alternate look, I would love to see him based off his NWO run. We haven't seen that gear. One that you could easily put together yourself, but I'm sure Mattel could throw in a couple of twists. Now, for Jey Uso, last time we did see him was with Elite Series 54. My only question is that what's going to end up developing with Jimmy? Because once we get into Elite Series 91, you'll see where we're going with that. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you right now. We're going to get Rob Van Dam, Sami Zayn, Austin Theory, Hulk Hogan, Bianca Bel-Air, and Kevin Owens. Now, I think RVD, this is the one that we all were waiting for. Like, you got him in the WWE Hall of Fame. Only question is that when are you going to start putting out the figgies? Because we only got one Elite. During his Mattel run, the only figure that we had ever gotten was Series 27. And for me, it's like, dude, you know how many gears this man had brought that could have been put into figgy form and it would have just been flying off the shelves? I mean, anybody that lived during this time and era, you know how hot this figure is even to this date. So as far as them executing some potentials, especially considering the fact that he will be the chase, I'm gonna throw something out there. How about this, right? He defeated John Cena. It was one of the greatest nights in ECW history. I mean, the crowd was going wild. They even said it. They're like, if John Cena wins, we are gonna riot. So what do? You bring it into figgy form, man. You get both titles, you slap them in there, you make the return, and for all those that were waiting like, yo, what about my RVD figure? Well, let's throw in the chase, man. Who wants a bright red attire? Hero Fix. Who's going to be the first one being lined up? WHF. Who's going to join them? WHF family. Look, all I'm saying is that this is really nice to see that now that we finally have him into the Hall of Fame, that they're going to bring him back into the figure line. This can also apply for Series 34 Hulk Hogan. This is probably the closest representation to that ruthless aggression look. I mean, we got it on the side of the package, but it was just a thought like, okay, you guys want the red and yellow, man. You want the Hulkamaniacs ripping off those shirts. How about we do this? How about we get Hero Fix in here? Let's get it all mixed up. Let's bring this custom into the Mattel line, because every single time that I make a post about this, like, yo, where can I get that, man? Is that something that's actually, no, it's not. It's a damn custom. Mattel hasn't made it. They've been sleeping, but now they're finally waking up. And I think that's just mainly due to the fact that they can actually start reproducing. There was a good 2 to 3 years where they just couldn't put anything out. A lot of people were requesting like this gear, that gear. We are going to be getting the American gear with the Ultimate Edition. So I think Ruthless, is time to put him right here with Elite Series 91. For Mr. KO, we just got him with Elite Series 80, and there hasn't been all that many changes for me to get hyped about this. This might be ranking probably at the bottom of the list. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to see Stun the World, but my whole thing is that I would like to see also Jimmy being inserted. Since we got Jay in the prior Elite Wave, I think that would be more desirable to have the matchy matches alongside. Sami Zayn, DWO, my good brother, this is probably one of the best customs that I've seen out there. We haven't seen a Sami, I would say, back in the old style where we had the black tights. We need that green, man. We need that militant. We need that whole gear that he's been doing up. I mean, you could do the Logan skit. You could do the Sami Zayn Intercontinental Championship gold, throwing in all mixed in. Sami's got to be brought back. It's been too long. It's time. Bianca Bel-Air, here she is, man. Her last Elite, solid. One of the top figures right there within the year. But the thing is that we didn't get that moment, that WrestleMania moment. If there was any gear, like if let's go ahead and say that Hero Figs, he was a wrestler. He's like, what gear would you like to make? Well, I'll tell you what, WrestleMania. That was a big night for me. I won the women's title. Hero Figs, you're not a lady. All I'm saying is that that would be the moment that I would say, at least for Bianca Belair, that she would like to recreate back with the figure. For Austin Theory Series 118, they did pretty good. The execution on the actual likeness of the scan, it was right there. Only thing is that it was a basic. So I think now that they're leveling up and putting him into Elite Series 91, this would be a great way for Mattel to introduce a brand new torso. And I do understand that Mattel rarely ever does do that. I mean, I think it's got to be one of those things that it's got to happen. Like, if it's that unique, if the man's arms are that jacked, you're either going to have to make a brand new mold on the arms or just a brand new figgy out the gate so Austin Theory comes out strong, reflecting that NXT, it ain't just a failure if you're being called up to the main roster. Basic Series 126, we're going to see Seth Rollins, Cesaro, Bobby Fish, Drew McIntyre, and Mandy Rose coming back, but it's going to be that blondes, man. I love the blonde look, the theme that has been working out with her. I don't know if she'll end up capturing those tag team titles, but if she does, just know that Drew McIntyre is like, yo, I just got put out here in the most recent top picks. I got him in basic. A lot of Drews lately. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that's probably going to be my one figure that I'm going to be like, you know what? If you don't give us a new scan on this, we're going to have some issues. I know Cesaro, he's one that needs the figgy. I would say going on probably 2-3 years, man. When was the last time we even got a Cesaro? Your figs, don't tell them. All they got to know is that they need to come and check out as to what's going down with these leaks. Now, if you guys do know, Cactus Jack, he's making that ringside exclusive figgy return, but he's not going to come alone. No, Prince of Figures, he posted this in his stories, and this is going to be the actual belt that will be included in the first close-up look of the ECW World Tag Team titles. And that's the thing, like, they threw it in with the one fig, so how are they going to get you? They're going to make you get two. You want two tag titles? You can't just have the one. You can't just be coming out down the ramp and be like, yeah, I'm the tag team champs, but Cactus Jack only came with one, so that's why you got to go on there, man. Hit that link in the description. Code HERO is going to save you 10%, whether you get on 1, 2, or as many as you want. Keeping the ECW theme going, we're going to show you the television belt and another one that's going to be the first image that you're like, bro, why wasn't this figured belt put out 10 years back when it was being first released in 2010? I'll tell you why. Because they wanted you to wait. They wanted to build up that anticipation, so when you finally did get it, you'd be like, hallelujah. Hero Figs always coming here with the early leagues. Now, all seriousness though, you guys, pretty excited to see this, as well as the very first Aubrey referee figure. We did discuss this the other day. This is actually images that we've already seen, but Ringside Collectibles has just put it up for pre-order, and I don't see why this gem is going to end up actually developing into a back order. Give it a couple of weeks for those that were like, man, I wish I would have gone and hopped on when Hero Fix had told me that this pre-order had gone live, because I know with the Kenny Omega, there are still a lot of people out there in the community, they're like, where can I get an elite scale ring? Well, if you picked up the Kenny, you'd have that right alongside. If you slept on it, guess what? You're getting an opportunity. Only difference is that for the actual ring itself, it's not going to be your traditional AEW night. No, it's going to be based off AEW Double or Nothing. So if you're feeling more of a pay-per-view theme, guess what? You're going to be getting with this. And the Aubrey figure, I think this figure sells itself. The unfortunate part about this is that for all those people that ended up picking up the last authentic scale ring, they'll be left wondering like, man, why are you doing this to me? I literally just got it. Aubrey, look, I want at least 2 or 3 of these, but if it's going to be all included within the playset, some may be hesitant to pick up more than one. Like $100 figgy, that's one. I mean, yeah, you could go ahead and turn around and end up selling that second ring, but man, Aubrey, come on, man. This is the one gear. Like, why can't WWE do this? That's my only question. Like, they're putting out great figures in the Elite Series, but we haven't gotten like a traditional referee only representation of actual superstars wearing the referee shirt. Give me your thoughts though. Let me know what you guys feel about Elite Series 90, Elite Series 91. A lot of good stuff. I mean, there could be some changes that could be made. I hope that they make some changes. I know I want that Jimmy J, all right, but matchies, it needs to go down. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.